Then he say it was the first time.
Yeah.
True.
In American history, yeah.
In American history.
Maybe on. We on, bro?
Yup, just popped up. We good.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that you are the biblical Israelites. It's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Before we get into today's camp lesson, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, right? Bring out your script.
Job.
Yeah, Joe, yeah.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5.
Yeah.
Verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Right? Who is this hypocrite? Esau, Edom, the devil, man. Right? And by now, if you can't see that this man is the devil, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, because this man is clearly showing you that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. But the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, though. It's only a moment that he's going to be able to do this bullshit that he's doing all around the earth. Right? Only but for a moment. Okay? Because when the Heavenly Father sent his only begotten Son, Yahweh shot back to the earth, that shit is over with. It's over with. Can you get Revelation chapter 7?
Come.
7 and 1. You want to speak? You want to say something, bro?
Okay. Yeah, because the scriptures say that the devil was going to be loose for a little season.
Yeah.
Right? We're in that little season where he can deceive people. He can tell you one thing and do another.
Yep.
He's been doing it all throughout history, man. Right? So the Lord is gonna do away with that. He's only letting until he be taken out of the way, as it says in 2 Thessalonians.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor on any tree.
Until when?
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
Curses on them. They might most likely may be an Israelite, man.
Because you, when you start doing further research of, you'll start to notice. Now, different places do got poverty-stricken areas, which some heathens may be. But you have a lot of certain areas in different countries where the division is real of basically the government. I don't know if they would call it government over there, but the people that run those places, those areas, they do the division of putting Jake in a corner, like how Jake is in a corner over here. Like how we got different projects and the barrios and shit like that. Well, you go in these other countries, Jake be pushed farther in the slums too, the corners, the ghettos. Because that's what the corner mean. So that's happening to Jake over there too. So what did it say? Not only you gonna be scattered, but you ain't gonna find no ease. You ain't gonna get no rest. You gonna go through this. You gonna go through that. So on and so forth. What the curses say.
Right. And we have no ease, man. You don't get the rest, man. You might get to close your eyes for about a second, then you get up. You gotta go back and do some more slave labor, man. Yeah. This of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, because he's an absolute hypocrite, right? That's how E rolled. That's one of Esau's characteristics of being a hypocrite. See? Yeah. I want to pull up this that article what I put on WhatsApp. Not the article, the video.
The video?
Yeah. We just put it on the camera. Right? Because see, this devil about to come down with great wrath as we have been telling you, right? Now he's trying to do what? He's trying to not make things accessible to you no more unless you take what? Unless you take that potion.
Or you lose your ability to feed your family. It is that simple. With no choice, no option, and no alternative.
That's it. So basically, in other words, he's saying, get down or lay down. That's what he's saying. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Right. So, hey, this devil, which is, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he knows that he has but a short time, man. Okay? You see all the different chariot sightings, man. He sees how things are speeding up and getting closer. So he's gonna try to speed up to enact his whole NWO, man, his new system of ruling, man. So he wants to speed things up. So when it comes down to that and you don't have people complying, it's like, well, we're gonna have to crack the whip.
Yeah.
It's either you get in line or we're gonna get rid of you.
To get Jake to do it, you gotta push Jake into a corner.
Right.
And Jake ain't pushed into a corner, so that's why a lot of Jake ain't getting it yet. But a lot of Jake gonna get it once they get pushed in the corner. But it's the Edomites that's really like, hell no. You got us effed up.
Yeah.
Right? Wait a minute. Constitution this, Constitution that, amendment this, amendment that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, whoa, wait a minute. We free. On the other hand, we already, in the back of our people's minds, they know damn well they ain't free. That bullshit all they want, but they know of what happens is a lot of situations between this skin complexion and that skin complexion. You see? They know who could get away with different things. You know how you watching YouTube videos, you'll see different people having arguments with cops and shit. You know what I'm saying? We be looking at the videos like, I wouldn't. Constitutional rights. Yeah, we be like, shit, I wouldn't dare try no shit like that. Because if it was us, we done. Yeah. We didn't even get that far to say, I got constitution. Fucking hit you with a jab. You know what I'm saying? Resist.
Stop resisting.
Motherfucker.
You have the right to remain silent. With the quickness.
With the quickness, but then you got Edom, boy. They be toe for toe. You be seeing them toe for toe, blow for blow
in
with
their face with it.
In their face. But they just be like, what they be saying? They be like, we don't want to shoot you. You be like, damn, that mercy is real. Oh, but let it be Jake. See, that's a Jake. That's how you should know you got curses on you, boy. Go ahead. I don't want to listen to the flow.
Right, because a lot of people right now, are being deceived.
Yeah.
They're being deceived into taking it, right? But you still got Jake, who is not with it, man.
Yeah.
They're not being deceived, so to speak. So then it's gonna come down to, well, they have to crack down.
Yeah.
Right? Because if we're not getting you with deception, we're gonna have to get you with draconian laws, man.
Yep. Clubs, bars, restaurants, to get a new iPhone, shoe releases.
We're gonna have to cut your
resources.
Off.
But they already know they can. See that was a desperate measure they did with the resources first. How they say you won't eat, because you could get a lot of people just by saying the shit we just said.
Hell yeah.
School, right? Be able to get a new driver's license or renew your driver's license. But see, this is what happens. Get Deuteronomy 28. Hold this real quick. Get Deuteronomy 28. Might be want to be 63. The one of all things.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens when you got to go to the devil for the one of all things. He controls it. So he can do shit like this. And we fucked up, Jake. We fucked up. So we got put in this position, and now we got to deal with it. But see, what we got to do is occupy till the Lord come, so we can overcome him and get this W. Because he's going to take this L. And all you people that's joined into the serpent and his system, you're going to take the L. You got it? Go from for the one of all things. It might be Deuteronomy. It might be 55.
55 or 57? I think it's 57.
Go ahead.
Okay, you want me to start at 55?
Yeah.
Come on. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom shall eat, because he have nothing left with them in the seeds, and in the straightness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates.
Right, so this is talking about what happened to us in 70 AD in our homeland, which is Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom,
Hey,
and
shalom,
towards
brother.
her son, and towards her daughter,
Yep.
and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children, which she shall bear.
Go ahead.
For she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. I think it's
48. This is 48.
okay. Come on.
Slop.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And this is what you see happening. You see? See, we are in the hand of our enemies. Now we got to go through him, through the one of all things, right? Because he has the access. He has the control. No matter what it is. No matter if you own farmland. No matter if you want to build your own black so-called community. Guess who? Guess what? He has the access to it all. Okay? Because if he just want to bomb it, he'll bomb it. Whatever he want to do. If he wants to destroy your water supply, he'll do it. So we got to go through him, through the one of all things. See, now this is where faith comes in. This is where faith comes in. Because, as the scripture says, my servant shall eat. So we got to rely on Yahweh Shema Shai. Because guess what? We got to go through the devil, through the one of all things. All things. He has the ultimate control. So that's why he's able to get up on this podium and say, you know what? If you don't bow down, we're just going to starve you. That's what the nigga said. He said, he literally got up there and said, we going to starve you. And what the idiots in the background do?
That's a great idea.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Literally, bro. Just like the TED Talk. You had Bill Gates talking about depopulation. What did the crowd do? And people are freaking idiots, man.
Right. And this, you know what? And the brother just read that the couple precepts before about how they were going to eat their children from being sieged, right? Because during 70 AD, they cut off all the resources,
Yeah.
right? They starved them out. So let me read this precept real quick, because this is not new, man.
That's right, bro.
This is not new. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Right? So this is the same thing they did all throughout history, man. The same tactics. Right? The scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices.
That's right.
When you go back into history and you pay attention to what this devil's been doing, you know how he get down.
Yeah.
And the scriptures give you the insight on what he does too, man.
Yep.
Right? It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, there is, see, this is new. It have been already of old time, which was before us. So, like I mentioned, 70 AD. And that's what that precept we read, was that 57?
57, come on.
Yeah, that's what that's going into.
Yeah, kind of. People are all for this, man. People are all for this.
For that, but they clapping for shit like Lil Nas X. They clapping for shit like what's that hoe's name? Brittany, the hoe that got the NBA, had the baby by the NBA player, right? And already talking about it's stepdaddy season. People clap at that shit. Y'all plot that wickedness. That's what y'all do.
Clapping at the Lizzo dog.
What?
They got a Lizzo dog coming out. Motherfuckers
That's
is
what
on
I'm
the
saying,
counter
bro.
like, she beautiful.
This is a
got
bullshit.
the rolls and everything. Got the
Bullshit.
rolls and all that, yo. I'm
But-
like, God damn.
You people about to take that though.
The
They're
L.
about to take a heavy L, man.
Right. I got a precept
Go,
here
bro.
too, because like the bro was saying, we gotta go to this devil for everything, man. So if we don't have faith and dependency on the Most High, we ain't gonna be protected in that thing, man.
Right, bro.
Right? And the majority of these people, you're not gonna have no protection because you're Corinthians, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Well, we know who the mouthpieces of the Lord is, right? Get Luke chapter 1, verse 68. We know who the mouthpiece of the Lord is right now, right? Or as it has always has been, the prophets. You see? And it's double being revealed. Here it is. This nigga on public display. You know how when you go to a museum, maybe when they got something
They got the Neanderthals and shit.
yeah, but they got the what's the shit called, like when you got like you know, the shit you read,
The plaque.
like the plaque when you get to read.
Yeah.
It's set before you. Characteristic of this devil, how he is, how he gonna act, prophecy, all laid out. Everybody just all that. And then we'll show you a clip of what this nigga just said, and you still won't say he's the devil. You still won't say he's the devil. Well, man, I guess he got to do things by any means necessary. Go ahead, Luke 1 and 68.
Go on. This is St. Luke chapter 1.
70. Luke chapter 1 verse 70. You
Go on.
gotta go to 68.
Come on. In verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Boom. Now hit yours again, bro. You got it.
Right. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So we just proved that the prophets, man, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So that brightness of his coming is talking about those chariots, man. Scripture say he's coming back with power and great glory.
Yeah.
You know, part of that glory is that those chariots, man.
Yep.
Right? Because the chariots has that brightness like the sun. You know? It says, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Come on, bro. That's the characteristics of this nigga we talking about, man. The person that's the hypocrite, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
Right.
This is him who is loose for this little season. Right? Little season, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. He ain't got long. But see, our people running around here like this shit is gonna continue. This shit is not gonna continue. This cannot continue, bro. It cannot.
They said where's the promise of his coming? Since the time of old, things have continued since the father slept, you know? That's what these people, their faith is, you know? Where it says, let not the incredulity of them trouble you.
Yep.
Because they don't believe. They don't believe that Yahweh Shai is coming back to end this place, man. They think that you know, they really think who can make war with the beast. They think that is just, he'll figure something out. UFOs, we ain't worried about that. They believing in them damn movies that he was showing.
Rosa Snooki.
Yeah, Independence Day and Future War and all these other ones where they fighting aliens and they winning and shit.
We-
Chance for humanity.
We're going to get you Will Smith to suck aliens.
Right. No, you all through. It ain't happening. Okay? The Most High is far more technologically advanced than you can ever imagine or fathom or even be shown in the movie. Adamantium. Wakanda forever. That shit ain't gonna do shit. Man, that shit gonna be vibranium. You niggas ain't got technology to romp with the Most High.
But niggas ain't even got order, bro. So how the hell we gonna try to establish anything without order? You know? Go ahead, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2 and verse, I'll start at verse 12. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Verse 14, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
Boom. Right. So, hey, we can't be faint-hearted in this truth, man. Right? It says, woe unto you that have lost patience. We know that patience is what? It's the quality of suffering, man. You got to have a mindset of endurance and suffering in this thing, man. Right? All the way into the end, because then the Lord's going to defend you, you know? But, hey, our people don't have that. They don't know the Most High, man. They don't have faith. They reject this truth. So the Lord has it to where he's going to send you a strong delusion, man.
Yeah, even in this truth, like the brother mentioned earlier about depending on your how about Shemi Al-Rashad, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be certain scenarios where we might come into where thinking logically sometimes can almost equal thinking carnally. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the woman, the older woman who gave all that she had, which was 2 mites, which make a farthing. That was all she had. You know what I'm saying? But they was moving out like a lot of food. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I gave all that bread. You know. So amongst the brethren, it's good to have that too, because the Most High gonna look out. The Most High is going to look out for us. We don't have to worry about shit. Right? Logical mind says, let me hold on. Let me do this. He loves a liberal giver. You know what I'm saying? He loves a cheerful giver, and he will repay. You know?
I can attest to that. You know, helping amongst the brotherhood, you get the money right back, bro. Right back. Sometimes more. Okay.
Yeah, and don't get what the brother's saying twisted. Don't be stupid
Right.
out here. Cause Jake can get real simple when we say certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you can do what you can do, like the brother said, hey, you know, do it by all means. And even like how he spoke about the lady, hers was more, you know, charitable because she didn't have nothing.
She ain't have shit.
So it's like someone with money. It's just like, here, I'm good.
That ain't really a big gesture. You know, this is extra anyway.
That was a demonstration of her faith.
Yeah.
Right. Now, like the bro about the balancing. If your phone bill due tomorrow, and you do gig economy, nigga, don't give up your whole phone bill. And that's all you got. Lord will pay my bill by tomorrow. I'm not saying he can't, but that would be the simple aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? But you thinking, okay, well, I got food in the house, but I would like to have more food. You know what I'm saying? Then you give that money like, I could use this, but here you go, you home, whatever the case might be, you need it. Then the Lord looks at that as, okay, yeah, he could have did something with that, but he still gave it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, go ahead.
Right. It says, I read verse 9 again, 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right? So, and when you go into that word lying wonders, that means miracles. But this is miracles on the left hand. It said the coming after the working of Satan. So this, hey man, on the left hand through the spiritual demon Satan, this devil got some shit, man, that'll make you be like, oh shit, he can make me walk again.
What about all them videos you see of people that are colorblind and they put on them colorblind glasses? Man, they be ready to cry, man. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like if you fall for it, yeah. If you fall for it, that'd be some touching, heartwarming. Look at the wonders of science, modern science.
Through the left hand though, that's but see, in a person's mind that don't have no knowledge, you're gonna say, yo, he is likened to God because I couldn't see. Can you imagine that shit? Or you know, and we in the flesh, so certain stuff you see, you be like, yo, like that's beautiful. Like I seen a baby, could never hear before, put a little earpiece in, and he heard the parents talking. It was just like, yo, like the facial expression and everything was just like, I was speechless. I'm like, because that's beautiful, like, you know,
They use that to get you.
Well, and that's what we're going back to, but just saying like that's beautiful. Just like that's why when we say like we want the kingdom, meaning what? We want everything to be back in its perfection. No more sickness, no more death, right? No more whatever. Perfection, you get it 100%, 7,000%, complete perfection. So our people won't have these type of problems. But that's how he's gonna get you.
And hey, when you look at the time of Moses and Pharaoh, what did he say to Moses? He said, "Show a sign for you, like demonstrate the power of your God." Right? So this is how our people are gonna be like, man. Well, he must be God, man. Right? I'm gonna trust in him. He can make me walk. He can make me speak a language that I've never spoken a day of my life through that digital all. He can download languages right into my frame. Now I can speak. That's on the left hand.
Translators too.
The pictures, the memory joint, when you could go back and remember different recall dates you might have went on when you was 15. You know what I'm saying? Like people that got Alzheimer's. Oh my God. So he on the left, he got the shit that make you be like, it seems unresistible. Irresistible. Right. The hell with this language. Irresistible.
Right.
Irresistible. They be like, see, he don't even know how you trying to teach us.
Hey, we do not teach with
Man's wisdom.
with man's wisdom. Yeah, they're the words that man's wisdom teaches, man. We're coming out these scriptures. We going off on the scriptures. That's the point. But he's right though. It makes it irresistible.
Right.
You know, it makes you be like, damn, I need that. I can't. What?
Right.
I can do what?
Right, but it says lying wonders,
Yep,
man.
that's it.
These are wonders he's going to show to deceive you.
Yeah.
He might display that and actually have somebody who he put through that process, but when you take that shit, your ass die.
Yo.
So this is to deceive you.
Yep. Or he could come out with a technology. This is how the devil works. He'll come out with a technology. Let's say going into the whole memory thing, right?
Yeah.
Where he can probably, show. Cause they got a movie called Recall where you can go. It's a new movie. Anyway, let's say he can help you, make you relive a situation, but he got to get on your brain to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to get all your information or whatever. If he can do that, he can access whatever.
Yeah,
What about like that?
yeah.
You know?
This just shut you down.
Well, don't that go
Anytime you
into
want.
like Neuralink and all that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Neuralink.
Yeah, and this devil knows how. Hey, he knows a lot, man. I was seeing the video that Brother Mike Allah did where he was talking about where Kill Hates, as we called him. He was doing a lecture talking about the God gene, and how he could see how your mind reacted whenever you were having a spiritual experience, and how the mind of somebody who wasn't very spiritual didn't really react or reacted with disgust when there was something spiritual happening. So this devil have done a diligent search.
Right, because your spirit resides in your mind, right, in your brain, your pineal gland. So he'll scan your mind to be like, how's your thought process or your spirit interacting with these different thoughts, man. So he really trying to penetrate into your spirit, man.
Well, that's why when you think about everything that's going on, it's all what? It's all working towards your mind,
Yeah, good.
right?
And the word he used in that lecture, which was max, he said he's gonna max them against that gene that made them react towards a spiritual aspect. You see? So that could very well be in the current situation. To make people detach. That's the testimony that Elder Apostle Tohar just gave. He was like, he overheard the conversation where a guy from IUIC took it, and he said he felt like his faith was gone.
To hell with that. To hell with that, man. If you take something from this devil and then the Lord take cut you off from the Holy Spirit, bro, fuck that.
In the scripture. It's the book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. But it's going to make it seem like as they are. But the brother made a point. What if you do take this and this doesn't work for your body? Right? Because everybody's body is not the same. So that's why he does a lot of experiments. Well, let's see if this work on this body. Let's see if this work on that body. Let's do this. Let's do that. Right? Or just like when you even see the situation with the jab. Right? Some people take it, they say, I'm fine. Other people take it and say, well, I'm getting headaches. Or I'm experiencing blood clots. Or you heard a one woman say, well, my menstrual cycle been off track. Another situation, the man said, well, I can't get an erection now. So now he about to get married, and his wife want to leave him, but since he took the jab, he can't get an erection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's, they said his stuff was swollen.
It's swollen. You know what I'm saying? So there's
Yeah.
different. So it's not. Everybody's body is reacting different to it. Right?
Some people getting paralyzed.
Paralyzed,
half
yeah.
paralyzed on their face or whatever.
Oh yeah. One of the top officials, health officials, they came back and they got Bell's palsy. They got their faces
Yeah.
through. So-called Moabite woman, looking woman. You know?
People
It's all
fainting.
type of stuff like that going on. And they showed, man, they were showing like blood samples from somebody who ain't got it, and somebody who do, and just the difference between the two was crazy. It was crazy looking, you know. They said that the people who ain't taking it is calling themselves purebloods because of the difference in the blood cells of somebody who have and somebody who haven't.
Right, they haven't been contaminated.
Yeah.
All those different metals and stuff in it.
It look crazy, bro. It's some type of white stuff. They all clumping together, and it's like white looking. It's weird, bro. It look nasty. You got these rods and these lines in the sample, and the other one you just see the little regular cells. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
They put that one up now.
yeah. Since we're on it.
Revelation 16:2. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image.
Right. So you might think that, you're going to receive these, let's say, spiritual power, so to speak, on the left hand, or you're going to be able to do these different miracles by way of his digital all, right? But you're going to, that digital all is going to mess you up, man. They say they got cyanide in them. They can cause that shit to burst, and then now you all effed up. You're gonna die. And when you go into that, what is that word, grievous? It goes into let me grab it real quick.
And just going into what the brother was saying about, because the scriptures say they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and trodden under foot of men. You even got Jake out here that are awakened to so many other things, but they don't have this truth, and so they still halfway asleep. You know what I'm saying? I know I met a Jake, he's a devout Muslim, and he was teaching me about finance. He knows that everything's going digital, telling me what type of thing to start investing in, that's about to blow up and all this stuff. But then I asked him, I'm like, all right, let me just ask him, what do we know about the market? Do we know about the Quran? Oh, well, Allah, if Allah wants something to happen to you, then it's just gonna happen to you. I'm like, but then you put in their body, what if they could just do a kill switch and kill you?
That's
well, if that was meant to, written 5,000 years ago, then I'm just gonna die.
But that's what I'm saying, though. He had all the extra knowledge of this and that,
Yeah.
but when it comes to really what matters, he doesn't fucking know, like the majority of them. That's what I'm saying. When y'all want to come up here and try to debate, there's no debating. Let's talk about prophecy. I don't care. We ain't gonna talk about I believe the book. No.
Black wealth.
Yeah, let's talk about prophecy, because what's about to take place? So you telling me Allah, which means power in Hebrew, that's all. You niggas probably don't know that. But, so he's okay with taking the mark. Or the MOTB, right? I mean, come on now. What y'all saying? Clearly, y'all don't fucking know, because it's not in y'all book. So y'all gonna take it. I mean, that's what I would say.
That's what it sounds like.
Y'all gonna take it. You niggas are stupid, man.
Hey man, this one Ishmaelite chick who's a Muslim, she took 3. And she went 3 times. She threw, bro.
Great. In the name of Allah.
Right, so that word, could you read that precept again?
Yeah, because even when you see a lot of these black wealth mentors of this Ishmaelite heritage, let's just call it what it is. Jake copying this Ishmaelite heritage, or cleaving to the Ishmaelite heritage, all y'all are talking about is, black wealth, bettering the black man, so to speak, which we get some of it. It's helpful, some. But what about the rest of the tribes? What about all these other different things that really matters? They don't know. Why? Because they ain't dealing with the scriptures. They ain't seeking out of the book of the Lord and reading.
Right. Revelation 16:2. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the MO. Why this pop up? It's like it, which had the MO, and upon them which worshipped his image.
Right. So you're gonna be deceived into taking this digital all or the MO, right? And then you're gonna have to deal with this, man. Right? When you go into that word noisome, it says of bad nature, not such as ought to be. It says base, wrong, wicked, troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, baneful. And I believe baneful goes into pain, right? So you're gonna be suffering from whatever this devil got laid up in that thing, man. Right? You're gonna get sick. You're gonna die, man. Right? That's why it says destructive. It's gonna destroy you. It's gonna destroy your body, man. Right? That's for the word noisome. And then for the word grievous, bad, of a bad nature or condition, in physical sense, diseased or blind. Right? So now you're gonna be suffering from a horrible disease from taking this shit, man. You know?
Which one we talking about? We talking about the potion?
The
MOTB?
Yeah.
They tied together.
Well, they are. Yeah, they
Tied
are.
together. You know, more than likely, when you got nanos in that snake juice.
Yeah, you know.
Especially with the 5G towers as well.
Well, we know the potion, right? We know that's a gateway, or that's a foreshadowing of what they really want to put into us. You know, the prelude, right? The Trojan horse of what they really want to do. It's paving the way. You see, and they try to cut off access before we even get to the Karagma. They try to cut you off from buying and selling before we even get there, bro. So we know what time it is when we get to that. What dude say when we was watching? He says I'm gonna try to say it without getting our stuff clipped. He said
I identify
as
juice.
I got juiced up. You see? What's wrong with that? Look, accept me for being me. Right? Now, because the world tells us we have to accept other people that, identify themselves as such. Well, I identify myself as, juiced up too.
Yep.
So put that shit on my birth certificate
Give me my Transmax.
yeah, get my card, do all that.
Put it on my ID.
Right.
Put it on my ID, motherfucker.
Look, he identified as it, so we gotta give it to him.
You gotta
You feel
respect
me?
my decision. What about freedom of choice?
Freedom of choice.
Look, you know how they talk about the what they call the pronouns and shit.
Yeah.
Him,
That's
her.
exactly what he said. He said my pronoun is V
V.
Yep.
or VAX.
Or
That's
V-
right.
yeah.
That's it. That's my new pronoun.
But see, what we know this devil gonna do is he gonna flip the script.
Okay.
He gonna flip the script and say, "Oh no, you can't do that. Why not? They can do it.
Hypocrite.
They can do it."
They can go around and say he a baby when he's 75 years old.
You
That
know,
motherfucker, I can say I took the thing.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't.
for real.
We know that nigga ain't no baby. She gonna make us call him Junior. Shit.
This is crazy. Bubby. Let me read.
You know how they're pushing certain laws to where basically they trying to cut off people's rights, so to speak. That's why in that video, I don't know if brothers seen the one that y'all put in there, how they identifying people as not even human. Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
transhuman, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how it's like the way they're setting it up to where once you take it, you're
don't.
now somebody's property.
You
You no longer qualify for those constitutional
But
rights.
see, that sounds more and more like the digital all, man.
Right, and that's why it's like,
Crazy.
yo, they may really have nanotechnology in this thing.
Yeah, might
Just
be.
like they did with Monsanto. Oh, you're using our GMO seeds, you're using our pesticides on your crops. Therefore,
our stuff.
we own it.
Yep.
Now you get this inside of you. Now you got little robots up in there taking shit out and putting shit into your DNA.
Yeah. Because
Now we own it.
right. Because They already own you because you're already their property due to the birth certificate. But that extra one that they threw in here of making so many things that you had access to, so to speak, you just got cut off from it by taking it because now they look at you as no longer as human. You know?
You have no rights.
So you have no rights. You just put further chains on you. That's all. Let me hit this. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right. And this is what this devil's doing, man. These are some grievous decrees that he's prescribing, man. And you know how this devil gets down. He already had it written in law. He already had it written in whatever bill he did, this new bill for his new world order, man, for his NWO. He already had it. That's why it says prescribed, written beforehand. He's just telling you now. Yep.
Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless.
Right, man. So they're taking away the right, okay, from the poor. It says from the poor of my people, man. So hey, all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that thought you were free, and you take this thing, you're gonna be putting yourself into further slavery. You're gonna get more of your so-called rights taken away.
So more going
A lot of them trust in this devil too, man. You know, like it tells you in Isaiah
Somebody
30.
get Isaiah 36.
Yeah,
and 6.
36, yeah.
The book of Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. I'll read verse 3 again. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. So what is his heart's desire? Okay? He wants to fulfill his will. Okay? He's striving to perfect his NWO. Can someone get the book of Job, chapter 20? Because you know the Lord gonna have to mess up his enterprise, bro.
Right here.
Oh, hit it, yes.
Which one?
Job chapter 20, verse. Verse 22. 22.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked, right, shall come upon him. Right, and that wicked means
Worker.
the workers. Right. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Read that again, Baba Kashaw.
It says, when he is about to fill his belly,
Right? When he's about to, accomplish his NWO, go ahead.
Yep. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah, so, we always use the example of someone, trying to finish their meal. You know what I'm saying? You cut your nice ass piece of little steak off that bone. You getting ready to, you dipping it in your A1 sauce or your,
About it just says, when he shall think to finish it. When he shall think to finish it. So imagine you took all this time cooking and shit. You know what I'm saying? You done slow cook something in the oven for hours. Whole house smell good than a motherfucker, right? You like, bro, I'm about to fuck this shit up with it. You just sit down, got your goddamn napkin, your fork and shit. Your sauce, like bro talking about. Drink. Ice cold, nigga.
See the water dripping down the
Yeah,
glass.
water dripping down the side. You done chilled the bitch. You ain't put no ice, nigga. That shit chilled and sparkling. And then right before you cut that first bite. No, nigga, not in my house. Smack it right out your head, spun dually, nigga. You know? Hey, and that's what, and you gotta remember, the scriptures say, if the days were not shortened, there shall have been no flesh saved. You know what I'm saying? So this devil's gonna accomplish, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna accomplish a hell of a lot. He gonna think I finally accomplished my shit. It's time to roll. We got everybody in captivity.
It's time to
Then
relax.
what? Let it beamed up. Missiles is coming. Yahweh Shah come back. Gonna fuck this devil up.
Cause you got there's gonna be hella shit going on.
Yeah.
You think people ain't gonna be in a lot of these bunkers and shit? They gonna be in bunkers. They gonna be in space stations. They gonna be in the underwater shit, bro. A lot of them joints is gonna be used, bro.
A lot of them elites are already in there, bro.
And through prophecy, the scriptures say we gonna go get them. We gonna go get them. So a lot of this shit, hey, like you said, a lot of shit's gonna be cracking out here, bro. For real, man.
Yeah, these elites know that nuclear war is coming, so they already had it prepared.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got some more on that? They know the riot. They know not even just nuclear war, but the riots,
Civil
sedition,
War.
civil war. They knew all that shit was taking place. So that's why they gearing up. Let me hear. Let's put 50 Humvees in this city. Let's put 3 tanks in this city. Let's put the whatever the shit they got. Cause you see all these different military vehicles, MRADs and shit. You see all these different military vehicles going through different states, and you gotta be like, well, why? Well, why they doing this? Why they doing that? No, these motherfuckers is getting dropped off in certain areas. Boom, boom, boom. But
I was out in this place called, I believe it's Leechburg.
Leesdale.
No, Leechburg. It's out near Penn Hills.
It's out there in Leechburg at the gas station. There was some brown colored fucking, and I was like, is it a base out here or something? There was these brown Humvee shits gassing up, like 3 of them. I looked, I was like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, maybe it's a base out here. But I ain't think about it. Them shits ain't really supposed to be out here.
We got a base in
Yeah, bro. I was just at the home opener, bro, this past Sunday, bro. And everybody taking a picture with the soldiers, bro, on the tanks and everything. Bro, I walked past them sitting there like, it's
gearing up.
It's gearing up, bro.
Exercises.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Oh, bro, yeah, with the helicopters and everything, bro.
Yeah, you gotta think. Even there's an area in Europe right now. They put a limit on gas. So people trying to stockpile the gas. You know. So shit, man. Look.
The worst time ever since the
They
elimination.
put a limit on the tissue too, cause niggas is panic buying again.
Where was this at?
I just seen an article like today.
Oh yeah.
Costco got a limit.
There's some more here. Verse 24, Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon.
He gonna try to flee. He gonna try to flee. He gonna try to run from them missiles. But where he gonna try to go? In them deep underground military bases. When they always explain them bunkers, what they tell you? Well, this door can withstand such and such, such and such.
Megatons.
You know?
Yeah.
Can't nothing penetrate this. But the Lord's fishers will. That's gonna be turned hunters will. Hey, when we get that power, bro, we're gonna be unstoppable.
You need to penetrate. You're gonna walk right through the door.
Unstoppable,
I'll
bro.
be able to phase through that shit.
But phase 2, but if I get the chance, I want the excitement.
You want to be dramatic.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I like how the Hulk do his thing.
Kick the
You
door
know?
off the hinges.
The different DC characters, which we know that's talking about us. I want to do that. I want to do that, bro.
No, because he just reminded me as the spirit, because I was talking to that same guy about that. Because I switched the subject on him, like, oh yeah, you got a lot of movies coming out. You ever seen the movie Venom? He was like, oh man, they're trying to indoctrinate you with they false gods. I'm like, nigga, that's the elect, bro. They got that from the elect, bro. You know, King David and them had certain power. You know, Yahweh Shah. It's all got the scriptures.
Yeah.
They trying to give you they Norse deities. I'm like,
Yeah, they put it.
I'm talking
They
this
always
nigga
put
no
a
more.
left-handed twist on it.
yeah, absolutely.
That first Venom movie when he had that symbiote attached to him, he's like, let's just bite his head off. I'm like, yo, that's a demon.
of course.
Yeah,
it's a
but
demon.
you know,
But the whole, in majority, that them superheroes represent that spiritual power we gonna get. Man. You know, if we be able to elect, man. These niggas is through. But like, going back into what the bro was saying, imagine the fear building up, having them at least pissing their pants while you know, they got them like a bunch of doors. Sometimes when they like got the airlocks and
just shake
shit,
it, boom.
you come just boom, knocking doors
they
down.
got guards
boom.
sitting there with
They're
the
like, oh,
yeah.
what's going on? Boom, fucking up their cameras and shit. They don't know what's happening. And
Lights
you bust through the
flickering.
final door, your eyes is glowing.
We have a code 13, code 13.
They shooting bullets. Shit fall off you.
Probably not even hitting you.
Yeah.
Probably
You
just.
know, hey, you know
Try
how
like
to
to make.
You know how the Most High like to get down. Dramatic,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Dramatic. It's gonna be dramatic, man. Good. Verse 24 again. It says, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glistering sword cometh out of the gall. Terrors are upon him."
Talking about them missiles coming out them silos, man. You see? Hey, them ICBMs wasn't made for nothing. Okay? Wasn't made for nothing. And the spirit got put on him, the left hand to create those. Then it got put on his spirit to get allied with these other nations. And then so he can send some of this military equipment to the other nations. Also, what can happen? All thy men of thy confederacy shall turn against thee.
They gonna think that evil thought, man.
You know? Like, come on now. You see all them weapons the U.S. just left over there in Afghan?
Woo.
Bro.
You know that was intentional.
Yeah, we know that.
And I think with what is it, Turkey? Turkey is against the U.S. now, and Turkey got one of the biggest arsenals of weapons that the United Nations use.
That was a big deal too, how they abandoned Afghanistan like that, because they had been supporting that country for so long, and they just turned tail and just left them to the motherfuckers to fuck them up. So to everybody else that's trusting in this devil, that was a move of we can't trust this nigga.
If he did that to them, how
What
much
he gonna
more
do to us?
Yeah.
No, we need to back out. We need to get out of this, out of this whole situation.
I got some because he mentioned Turkey, right? The book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 1, it says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal," right? So we know Gog and Magog is going into what? The Russians, right?
Because they currently rule over that land, which was originally the Japhets.
Someone go look up Gomer and Togarmah. I believe that's Turkey, but I just want to be sure. Gomer and Togarmah, Togarmah, right? Just want to make sure, because I know Turkey's in there. I just forgot exactly where. Verse 4 says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armory, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right? So what is this talking about? Russia going back into what? This Cold War-like spirit. Okay? And it was months ago, you kept seeing Russia in the media, Russia and the U.S., wars and rumors of wars. But Russia wasn't what? Russia wasn't backing down. Russia like, shit, let's get it cracking then. And all you would hear is the U.S. saying shit like, well, they better not do this or else. They better not do that or else. But what did Russia say? Don't come to Iran or what? It's up.
It's on the track.
You come in Iran, it's up. What did he say? Who else did he say this about? I think China or something to that effect, said something like that.
Well, Russia and the U.S., Russia and China have had
They
dealings.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, America was making threats. I remember I was talking about the interview a couple of camps ago. It was an interview that Putin had did where they was in response to those threats that America was making. And he was like, well, look, y'all do this same shit around, y'all was just around my border doing military drills, and I ain't say nothing about that. But y'all motherfuckers want to be all up close next to my border, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all want to tell me what I can't do, you know what I'm saying? We would have did some shit like that to y'all. It would have been on and popping,
Oh, yeah.
But basically, he was like, he wasn't worried, he was laughing. He was like, look, motherfuckers, you niggas ain't about to push me into anger or angry fit. but to tell you, look, shut your ass up, or I'm leaving. The interview can be over right now, nigga. You know. And then he was just giving them answers, but he didn't show no sign of fear, man. Putin ain't giving a fuck about these people, man. Putin is ready to nigga. Putin like that nigga in the hood where you just be like, that nigga just be like, I ain't finna talk with you. I ain't even finna go there with you. Nigga, run me my fade or shut your bitch ass up. That's how Putin is right now.
Putin like, you gonna see me outside?
You gonna see me outside later. And let's see if you keep that same energy, nigga.
Yeah.
You know? So Putin ain't stuck these niggas, man.
The U.S. making a lot of empty threats.
But see, the Most High gonna put hooks into his jaws and bring him back into that ready to go spirit. You know what
Bear.
I'm saying? That bear, yeah. They don't wake up a sleeping bear. Oh, you over with.
That bear gonna get activated.
You type it in, you gotta put in like modern day gold, modern day.
Yeah, modern day,
money,
yeah.
and that's the areas they'll pop up. Yeah. Huh? You got a preset?
No. Did you mean?
Oh no, he got it. It's good. But that pulled up Goldmore and Tamar. That pulled up the people.
Right. So this. Damn.
You good, bro?
Right. So this is an ancient map going into Gomer and Tagama. Right, and Magog, which as you can see, these are all the areas that the Japhetic people were inhabiting, you know, Russia, Turkey, you know, those areas up there in the north. But now you have these devils who occupy that land and they rule over that land. So that's why the scripture is referring to them as the rulers and the kings of that land in this prophecy.
Right.
You know?
So verse 5, so remember now it's talking about all the people that's going to be with Russia, right? So it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. So what? They're going to be rocking together. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Targamah, and of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So I just brought that up to say that we mentioned Turkey and how Turkey's going to be in league with Russia, and they've been doing deals with Russia for a long time, and they've been getting what anti-air defense, how you said missile defense systems from who? Russia. Thou and thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So they're a guard into all these other countries. Okay, because even though like when let's say when the U.S. was still going up to their height, right? Cold, Russia went down, they were just swept under the rug, nobody thinking about. What do you think they was doing the whole time? Partying?
Yeah, no.
Hell no. They was what? Preparing. Preparing, like, you know what? Let me shake back.
Didn't they do like a video on comparison to the Russian army and then compared it to the U.S. army where the Russians was like in the snow and doing all types of crazy shit?
Yeah. And they showed the Fruity Looms.
Yeah, the Fruity Looms.
The women and all that.
The women and all that in the U.S. army. Yeah, they made the U.S. look horrible.
You don't want to get tortured by one of them niggas.
Oh
my God.
Niggas go for a
messed
jog
up.
on fire. They jog down the street on fire, bro.
Them niggas crazy.
Harsh training, bro.
Ain't gonna have no
they
mercy.
war ready.
And we're gonna have troops from other countries. You know what I'm saying?
Because them troops are going to have to be on the soils here. Because the military, you got half of the military, more than half of the military, they don't want the potion. So what did he say? What did he say to them? We're going to have to, because before they was saying we don't want to take it, and they were just saying they was getting a discharge. Now, I forget what type of discharge it was. But now, what did he say? Since it's going on so much, he says, no, we want you to be dishonorably discharged. Because now he want to put something on you because you don't feel like getting it. He's the devil, but he about to lose.
Tremendously.
You was already gonna lose your whatever they call it, pension. I don't know what they call that shit. Your payment for whatever your tour was. You already lose that. You know what I'm saying? Even with the first discharge. Now you get a dishonorable discharge.
But see, now here's the thing though. This shows you how much people don't give a fuck. You got nurses, doctors, scientists giving up careers. These motherfuckers got debt behind it, still trying to get out of debt behind it, spent 40 years, ruined relationships behind it.
And they ready to drop that shit like a hot potato.
Like a hot potato. Man, that place is done, man.
Done.
Complete life support. This place is on complete life support, bro. And then you gotta think about the people that run Babylon, right? Towards the bridge. Well, you got the middle, not just the middle class, the low-level workers, the low people. Who you think is in UPS right now? The poor.
Numbers of unemployment. You know?
Now, let's talk about what? 7 days before they can make a decision, or it's gonna be a government shutdown. America don't know what the hell is going on.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Last time a government shutdown, what was about? What was that?
It was back during tax time. I think
There's a partial government shutdown with the
couldn't get your taxes done. There was a lot of different shit going on.
yeah, that was during when Trump was in office.
Yeah, it was like
Man, that what is it? And there was that woman was marching for some shit, man.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bitches is marching about their government shutdown.
Man, right. Because they was about to chop off their Section 8. All your benefits was about to be through, man.
it's coming again.
That was a prelude, man. That was a test run. It's coming.
It's like that's because
I still got Isaiah 36.
yeah. Finish that. We jump right to that.
It says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Something correct about.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Right. Yep. So that's, those nuclear missiles is a fire not blown, man. You don't need, they don't get kindled. You ain't gotta.
Yeah, you ain't got to kindle it. That's
Yeah.
Hit yours first.
Chemical fire. So I had a precept just going into what we were speaking about. Ecclesiastes 12:4 says, "And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low." Okay, and so that means it's not going to be a lot of jobs, man. Okay, the sound of the grinding is already kind of low. You got a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? If you do deliveries that you probably have went through, where you ain't able to even get your delivery sometimes because we understand we ain't serving nobody. We doing only mobile orders. Just all type of shit happen. Well, I am mobile order, so I'm good, but other niggas can't get their food. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll close early. Or we closed early today. Like damn, niggas say 12 o'clock on Google.
Right.
You know?
Still say open.
When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, so people gonna be waking up, right? The early bird gets to worm. The early bird ain't gonna get shit because it ain't gonna be nothing to get.
Hyperinflation.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I said. Like we just had this conversation about like a lot of products is hard to get.
Yeah.
So I said like if you like this going out to eat shit, bro. Like certain places is okay depending on what you get, but if you think about going to the bar and getting some wings or anywhere, remember I told you this last month. How many wings you get? Was it 10?
It was 10 wings.
They paid like $20 for 10 wings. I said you crazy as hell.
They gotta throw their tax on for their sauce, and then they cooking it, labor. You know what I'm saying? So the base price of the chicken is up, and they still gotta get their overhead.
Well, it's like $3 a wing right now when you go somewhere. Man, shit.
Oh, I seen boneless skin and chicken thighs cost the same amount as boneless skin and chicken's breast. You used to get that shit for like $40 for the thighs, boneless skin, and then it would be like $100 for the breast. That shit cost the same price.
Mm-hmm.
And dark meat ain't supposed to be as much as white meat.
Yeah, because before it was right now it's $3. It's like $3.23 a pound. $3.23 a pound. And before it was like $1.70. I think the last time you was at the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's getting bad, but the grind is going to get low and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. This is really putting businesses in bad positions.
Yeah.
And you hear them all the time. You hear people all the time say they're trying to close us out. Them just like.
Yeah, I even did a delivery for 7-Eleven, and they had certain things. The customer wanted chili. They was like, we ain't getting none on the truck. Certain taquitos, we didn't get none on the truck. Hot dogs, we didn't get none on the truck. The truck came, we didn't get none of that shit. I'm like, damn, shit, this was just recent.
Yeah, trucks ain't bring. Look, You see orders, but Chuck saying half of them orders are not coming.
Yeah.
They don't have it. It's too costly.
Shit, there's a lot of stuff that's getting held up.
Held up. That's another thing.
Boats are getting held up at the dock. They ain't even
Boats,
they ain't
yeah.
even letting them dock.
Hey, the Lord is systematically destroying this place from the inside out. Look at the Midwest, man. That shit is through. The cattle, the eggs, the chicken, all that shit's the crops through, man.
Yeah, and we talking about all them people, but the same people that had to destroy their crops just a few months ago.
Right.
Because they held it.
From other countries, man.
Yep, in other countries. See, this is a global thing. A lot of people
And now that be
don't
sitting
realize,
up
a lot of
on
people are
the
thinking
way.
locally. China's buying shit from here too. China's buying up our beef from way over in China. You know, at a higher ticket. They just buying it and getting it shipped. You know? So it's through. It's through.
And this is all done by design.
That's right. That's right. The elites know what they're doing because it was put in their spirit to do what they're doing.
Hey, man, these elites, these are different meat crop companies, Monsanto, and then you got these different meat companies. They're all owned by these elites, man.
And it's the same people.
The same people.
What is it?
These rulers is doing what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So that's what we see right now. Okay, all this stuff is by design. You know, and you gotta remember, you know, it said that they would all give their power unto the beast, right? So everybody's consenting unto this. This is gonna bring us into what we would call a global reset.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody's going digital, man. Behind the scenes, man, this guy just was telling me there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes people don't know about. They got this currency, this digital currency that a lot of major banks is using. It's called XRP.
Yeah. Now look. I was put on XRP last year.
I just got put on XRP recently.
Last year.
What was it when you saw it last year? How
It
low
was.
it?
It was not even no. It wasn't not
It was
even.
like so. It was less than a cent.
Yeah.
It's almost $1 now.
Now, and I was trying to hop on, but the way they had the platform set up.
Even now, they have a lawsuit against it.
Yeah.
Certain platforms have blacklisted it because it's very attractive, and all of the centralized banks are using this shit. We got to have a global reset on our hands.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, that's crazy because another app just did the same thing. Now they're allowing this app. You can do transactions to the other apps. Before they was just just deal with us. Now they say no. You can convert and transfer through all the apps. So and it's all digital. And it's all this digital world is all going to lead back to one thing: the Charagma. So yes, what we're talking about does basically side with the scriptures because this digital information that we're speaking of here, which is going on now, is going to lead back to that one idea that he's planning for. Mm-hmm. You know?
All roads lead to the Quran.
It's what it all leads. What you got? Oh.
Being able to track everything. He wants to be as the Most High. Scripture don't say that in vain.
Yeah.
He want to know what you're buying, what you're selling, what you bought with that,
Where you at?
who you giving it to.
That's why they got those reward cards. Because they track what you buy, man.
Well, what about what IRS just came out and said? If your bank account got over $600, they're monitoring it. They're monitoring it. Why? $600? That ain't shit.
You can't do shit with that, really.
But that's the setup, though. You monitoring some people's bank accounts with over $600. I mean, majority of people should have that.
You know what that's gonna set up? That's gonna set up to say to be able to say people are terrorists. You know what I'm saying? For certain things, man. You know they're gonna be like, you a domestic terrorist because you're doing this and what you doing with that.
Yeah.
Could be.
You know, who knows? It's just stupid. But like you say, he wants to monitor it. This place is on life support, but Jake can't see. Jake holding on for dear life. And you know, they not even that. They getting the Gorilla Glue. They getting the duct tape. You know? Just trying to find any means to keep this place afloat.
Jake could duct tape the shit out of some shit.
You know?
Especially Gorilla.
Super glue, yeah.
We're gonna keep using it.
Use the whole body.
Plastic and putting it on there, everything. Through Scotch tape.
Scotch tape, yeah. Foil if they need it.
This place is a sinking ship, you know? Like it can't be saved. You know, you can't duck the water out faster than it's filling up. got a lot of people that's gonna go down with this shit.
Yep.
Continuing on in verse 6, it says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
You know, and that's what it is. See, you keep relying on this devil if you want to. All right, it's gonna bite you. It's gonna bite you in the hand. You know, he already trying to bite you, but hey, you keep on leaning on
The Lord going to use that to destroy you, man. Right? All the different wicked devices that you indulging in, that's going to be your destruction. You know? Hey, and because you like the pleasures of
name and confusion.
boom. Right. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Is that talking about everybody? That's talking about the Israelites, man. The wicked 2/3, man. The Lord has the prophets out here telling you, man, trying to draw in the elect, but the word is going out. That's why there'll be no excuse once calamity come upon you, man, because the Lord has already given you a chance.
The warning. The warning is here. Right? That's what we're doing. We're giving warning. We sounding the alarm.
Yeah.
Right? What's that? Isaiah 13? We sounding the alarm, but see, people ain't taking. People are ignoring the alarm. Right? Fire alarm hit. Boom. You should already know. Get up out the seat. Follow your teacher. Do what you gotta do. Nah. They hear the alarm. Boom. Bells ringing off. They just like
Looking around.
scribbling on their desk and shit. Doodling. Nigga, you don't hear the alarm? You got it?
Isaiah 13.
Sound the
6.
alarm?
All the hill of Zion.
Trumpet in Zion.
Yeah.
You know, these people love not the truth, man. Like you say, they love righteousness, hate the evil, and love the good. Okay? You know, and these people love the evil, man. Loving this society, the way it currently is established, is loving the evil instead of hating. You know, Moism. Hey, you got people coming out, which a lot of this society, you gotta go. You gotta go. There was love amongst our people.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have a choice. You know, they had to band together. You know?
Sambo was
Sambo was the real cool.
Yeah, I was saying, look at Uncle Tom. How he was helping Jake out.
Yeah.
On them plantations.
People get that twisted.
Oh, he don't get no love. But Harriet Tubman do.
Yeah.
They
People
flipped
get
that
twisted
whole. They
about
flipped
it.
that whole
Flip
story.
the whole narrative.
Yeah, they
Well,
get
same
that
thing they did
twisted.
with King James.
Oh yeah.
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 Same thing they did with King James.
The demonization.
Yeah, now he's a white homosexual.
Right. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son, as the scripture says.
Right. They sharpen their tongue. They whet their tongue as a sword. Shoot their bitter arrows, even their bitter.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Why would he have to seek? He don't need to seek after him. That's his mindset. I got everything. I'm good.